Happy video day, guys. So for today's video, we are going to be finally doing my Sephora VIB spring savings, whatever it was called, event follow-up mini reviews on all of the products that I purchased during that event. I told you guys that I was going to do this video after using it for quite some time, and I feel like now's a good time. And I know a few of you guys have wanted me to already kind of like give you this information, and I've used these products enough that I know I can give you guys an idea of what I think of them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go over all the products that I purchased. I'm going to be telling you guys quick little mini tiny reviews of them, and yeah, got a lot of stuff to go over here. We've got some bronzers, some blushes, some eyeshadows and eyebrow pencils and lipstick. Very fun products to go over. So before we get into it though, thank you guys so much. We hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I am so excited. I haven't actually been able to film a video that I can thank you guys yet. So if you guys are new here and you've never seen me before, I'm Christina Brooke. I would love it if you would just go ahead and take a second to hit the subscribe button. Join the family to watch my fashion and makeup videos. And let's go ahead and let's get into all these products. So let's start off with the first thing that's staring at me right now, and that is from Fenty. So let's give a little bit of time to the cream bronzer from Fenty. Guys, this is such an interesting bronzer. I really like it. I ended up getting it in the color 03 Macchiato. I feel like this has gotten semi-mixed reviews from the colors. I feel like some people don't really love the colors. They thought that it was a little bit too ashy, and then some people love the color. I think Macchiato is probably that perfect tan bronzer shade. So if you have like a light medium skin tone, this is probably where it's at for you. It has a perfect undertone. I have worn this so many times with just a CC cream or with a tinted moisturizer, and I love the way it looks. Super natural, very blendable, gives you a tan. So not natural in the sense that it like doesn't show up on your skin. It's natural in the sense that it doesn't look like you're wearing a lot of makeup, but it definitely gives you a really nice tan. It lasts long on my skin. It looks good throughout the day. I definitely set it down with a powder, and I usually use my Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm in love with this. I think it's fantastic. Another great thing, doesn't break me out. I've told you guys before, cream products I'm a little bit more hesitant with because I tend to have acne prone skin, and things that are creamy like this, they could break me out. This does not. So I really love this product, and it's been a really huge favorite of mine. I had a hard time to find this little blush. Oof, I think it's because it's white. It like disappears inside of your like makeup case or in top of your table. You can't see it. But the blush, on the other hand, I don't love as much. It is good. It does a very nice color to the skin, and I got it in the color Cool Berry, but it's not like it's amazing. It's good. I like the way it works. It's a little bit deep, but it does blend out really nice, so it's good. It's good. Do you know what I mean? Like it's nothing out of this world. It's a little bit pricier. Like for the price tag, I think it's good. I just don't think it's anything like amazing. It's not my favorite, and it's definitely not something that I would say is bad. So I would just say it's there in the middle. If you guys like cream blushes, you may actually like this a lot. This color right here has a little bit of a sheen in it. The sheen is very pretty. I don't know, but maybe I'm not the best person to review a cream blush because I tend to not like to use them as much. I've really tried, but I noticed that for me, I just really liked powder blushes a lot better. Cream blushes look a lot more natural. It's just, I don't know. It's okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not amazing. It's okay. If you like cream blushes, you may actually like this. The price tag is a little bit pricey, I think. And if I were to tell you guys to try a product from the two, I would definitely point you more in the direction of the bronzer than the blush. That would be my opinion. So let's move on to the eyeshadow palette. So this is the Dior Backstage, and this is in the color Rosewood Neutrals. And you guys know I got this during the VIB sale. You guys know that in my review, I kind of told you guys a lot of the colors, when you put them on your lid, they kind of mix into a very similar tone. I don't think it has the most dimension to it. Now, one thing I will tell you from using it multiple times, because I actually had it on my vanity and I started using it almost daily, I was able to create some really cute eye looks, but very simple eye looks, and they were all very pretty. So I did use basically like this color all over the lid with just eyeliner, and I thought it looked beautiful. I used this color a few times to kind of like smoke out the outer edge with a little bit of like the pinker tones. I feel like I was able to make this palette work for very natural, very pretty eye looks. I think for the price tag, I would point you in the direction more of the soft glam when it comes to these kind of eye looks. But I do semi-like the palette for very fast eye looks. I just personally don't like the price tag for the type of eye looks that I create with it, if you guys understand what I mean by that. So the primer to me was a kind of like a throwaway color. I really honestly have not really used the primer, and every time that I had it on my vanity, I really never used it. I know a few of you guys said that the reason that the screen is clear is because it was made for a makeup artist. However, the only thing I would say is I feel like the majority of people who purchase Dior are just regular consumers rather than just makeup artists. I feel like there's a lot of brands out there that are geared very heavily towards makeup artists, but Dior is kind of not as much. I do know that there is some makeup artists that work a lot with Dior, but I would not say that I hear a lot from makeup artists that they buy their eyeshadows from Dior versus like a Viseart or something like that. So, I mean, the clear screen, cute, but I still think for the price tag, I would have liked a mirror. I think it needed a mirror. I like that I got it on a discount because I feel like it was more worth it to me. I have used it. If you guys like very natural eye looks, or if you guys love Dior's formula, then you're probably gonna like this because it's cute, you know? But, you know, if I had to pay full price for it, I probably wouldn't, is what I would say. So now for the Clinique bronzer. So the Clinique bronzer is actually good. The problem is I've gotten a bunch of other bronzers that I really, really like, and I would not pick this bronzer over the Charlotte Tilbury one, which is the one I've been using nonstop. It's the one I have on today. I feel like this bronzer is a decent bronzer. It does a very good job. You do have to build it up. It has a pretty color to it, and I like it, and it did a good job. But because there has been so many great bronzers released right now, whether it be the Fenty Cream bronzer or the Charlotte Tilbury one, I feel like it kind of like is not as amazing, but it is definitely good. And yeah, if you guys like Clinique, and Clinique is like one of those brands that you really are loyal to, definitely is a good bronzer. It looks nice on the skin and it does a good job. Now I will say personally for me, I would have preferred it to be a little bit more saturated, like maybe give you a little bit more color off the bat. But I do think it's pretty, so it's definitely a good bronzer. I need to actually put it back in the rotation a little bit because I've been obsessing over the Charlotte Tilbury one. That I haven't really been touching this one. But yeah, it's okay, you know? But if I decluttered it, I don't think I would cry, you know? All right, so the next one is this one from Charlotte Tilbury. Now this I think is really good. So this is her dual-ended eyeliners. It has two different colors on it. One side is like a matte purple and the other, they're both considered maroon, but this is like more like a pinky maroon, and then this is more of like a plum maroon. Both are really, really, really pretty. This side actually has a little bit more of a sheen to it. It's kind of like sheeny. And then the other side is matte. This pencil to me has been really good. I love the way it applied. I really like using it. I've used it multiple times. I did tell you guys in my review of it though, and this definitely is one of those eyeliners that stays in place. So you can't like do that smoky lower lash line with it because it kind of like really stays in place. So if you're somebody who likes to line your waterline and just make it stay where you put it, this does that. If you want to use this for your top of your lid, you probably can do that too because it really is one of those liners that like just stays where you put it, which is fantastic. You need to have a liner like this. I also like to have liners that smear a little bit easier. So for me, this actually has been really great. And I did purchase it because I did get a little bit more purpley tones and I kind of wanted to do something that matched. And I have seen myself grabbing this a lot when I've been using my soft glam and using it with that, and I love it. I think it's beautiful. The colors here are really nice. This darker purple is amazing. It's so beautiful. So this is probably one of my favorite products that I had picked up from the haul that I did, and I really honestly, I really like it. So and now the best one for last, the one that you guys have been asking me so many times, and you probably just finished seeing last week me trying this for the first time, but that video was filmed like 3 weeks ago, I think. I'm kind of backed up on videos. And this Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush in the color Daria was what I was using in the video, and I did get this on like double sale. You guys know that. I got it on VIB sale, plus it was already on sale. So I think I got it for like $30-something, which is pretty insane. And this is what I think. I think it's a good palette. It's definitely a good palette. These kind of shimmery tones are really, really pretty. This one basically looks like a lot of I definitely wouldn't use it on my cheeks. I think I would use it more on the lid, kind of like a lid topper. This shade right here has a lot less glitter, but you know, it's one of those more high shine champagne kind of highlighter. It's a beautiful color, very, very, very pretty. This one here is a very cool tone. It kind of shifts a little bit peach. It kind of shifts a little peach. Now, I was hoping that this one would work a little bit better as a blush for me, but I feel like it doesn't. It's more of kind of like a sheen to my skin. It looks pretty, but it's very faint. So right here, these three colors are very faint on my skin tone. This one right here is very pretty, but it's very light. Almost to the point that I have to build up a little bit too much for it to appear on my skin tone, which I didn't really expect at all from looking at the palette. I thought that this color was maybe going to be too pink. It comes off a little bit baby pink, and then when you start to like blend it out, you're like, oh, maybe I need to add a little bit more. Oh, a little bit more. So I don't know, like it's a very pretty tone, but it's very, very subtle. So if you want really subtle blush, it's very pretty for that. This one right here, which is the cream base, is also very subtle. It works a little bit better, I think, on my skin tone than the other one, but it is a little bit more pink, like pink, you know what I mean? I like it to be a little bit more mauve-y. And then this cream base, I honestly never use this stuff. Like it's in a lot of her palettes. Ooh, sorry, I blended myself. It's in a lot of her palettes, and you're supposed to put it down first, and then you could put that beaminess on top, and it's gonna be like extra beamy. I never really use the cream base. To me, the cream base was always just like there, but I just don't use it. I don't like to put a lot of creams on my face. I guess that's the problem. But the cream base is a throwaway for me. This glittery shade is cool, but like I use it as an eyeshadow. These two are a little bit too light for my skin tone. They do show up, but I would use them more for a very soft look. And these two are cute, and these two are cute, and they show up pretty. This palette to me is like one of those palettes that you put on your face when you want to do a very natural makeup look. The price tag to me is a little bit on the high side for a natural makeup look. So I said in the video, and I still think that I would purchase this only for me on a double sale. I would not have wanted to pay the full price tag for me personally for a very natural look like it gives. I think it's pretty. I do like it. I don't think I'm in love with it. But I definitely think that for the price that I paid for it, I think it was worth it, and I think I will get use out of it. But like, I wouldn't tell you guys if it was $89 to go and buy it, you need this. Oh my goodness, it's like, no, I wouldn't. And for $44, I would already start saying, yeah, you might like it. For $30, I would say go for it, because there's definitely 2 or 3 tones you might like. So that's my opinion. Finally, the last thing that I picked up, which probably was the product that I hated the most, that was that Tarte Tinted Moisturizer, the Maracuja one. I didn't like that. I really didn't, and I actually returned that one because when I put it on my skin, it literally was just a moisturizer, and there was really no tint. Like at first, when I first put it on, I was like, oh, is it tinting? But as I looked, I was like, it didn't tint at all. Like it literally was a moisturizer. And I have a Murad moisturizer that gives me some anti-aging. It also is for acne prone skin, and I would rather put that on any day over a moisturizer that is supposed to give me a tint and really doesn't give me anything. So at the end of the day, I sent it back because if I'm gonna get a tinted moisturizer, I want you to give me some tint. I want something in there, an SPF with some tint. And I felt like it just wasn't enough for my type of skin. Now, if you have very clear skin, you may love this because you really don't need that tint, if you know what I mean. It kind of just moisturizes and it feels really moisturized. So your skin feels good, but it doesn't really tint your skin, which is what I need because I have acne prone skin and I have red dots. So that's what I think of these products. So I am a little bit more harsh on some of these because they are very expensive. A lot of the products that I picked up during this sale were a little bit on the pricier side. Just want to make sure to give you guys all of the facts as much as I possibly can. So I definitely think all of the products were a win. They all worked for me. None of them were like bad products. Inside of each of them, they had little for me. So I would say from the haul, the products that I love the most would be the bronzer and the eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury. Those were my winners of this entire haul. And my least favorite, probably, gosh, out of all of this, maybe my least favorite would be the blush from Fenty. Just from using it multiple times, I would put the blush least, but that could also be that I just don't love cream blushes. And the three other ones, this one, and the Clinique bronzers, they are just good. Like, they're just average. They're good. So anyways, guys, that is my full opinions on the stuff that I picked up from the VIB. So anyways, that is my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the family. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.